What's up, Team Starlight? We got the finals here. We have Mateen on Cloudian Hero Fairies versus Marco on Vayu Turbo. So yeah, immediately opens up with the Diva, and I'm joined today by Albert as well.
Hello, hello. Got the Android coming down.
Yeah, Android. Always nice to see the extra 600 life point. It can add up. It always ends up mattering. And now you got your grave set up with waters. I see a Gorz in his hand. That's why I didn't set his back row. And we see a Rhoda coming out. Probably for a Greffer. Yep. But
Yeah.
you can't cleanly deal with this Android without having to make a plague play, right? Ends up milling a Vayu. That's huge. So if he has like a Greffer in hand, if he has the Greffer with a Sirocco in hand, he can potentially out it pretty easily, but decides just to set the Raikou and pass. Stratos comes out, adding the Alias. Did we see Gemini Spark the first time the Cloudian player played?
No, I don't think we've seen that.
I don't even think he's running it. I think he just runs like big beaters that are the heroes. Which is like we've seen it done before. There are plenty of players that just play like Alias with no Gemini Spark because they just like the searchable beater.
Yeah, I don't hate it. But he attacks the Raikou and he destroys the Stratos and not the Android. Interesting.
Yeah, that's confusing me. But he has the Chaos Sorcerer in hand, so he could just send a Sirocco or send any Dark he doesn't care about. Plague is also great here. He has a Return from Different Dimension in hand as well. There's like a lot of really interesting choices he can make here. Plague first comes out. He top deck the Return for cost. He goes Brain Control. I like that. What are you gonna make with this though?
Yeah, you have to convert it, and your only 7 is Black Rose.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. It's a D prison. Summons an Android. That swings with the Android. So now, yeah, you can... Ooh, but now you can Black Rose the field. This is actually great. This is a ton of value.
Yeah, this actually ended up working out because otherwise that Black Rose was not going to do anything.
That's not bad, because the Gorz gets taken out. But now you only have 2 cards, one of them being a Chaos Sorcerer and a back row. Meanwhile, the Cloudian player out here doing Cloudian stuff. So
I
he
think he's
explains what
just
the Cloudian guy
explaining.
does. Yeah, so Cloudians can't go in defense either. Like, they can't be destroyed by battle, but they also, if they go to defense ever, they die immediately. Them not being able to be destroyed by battle is pretty strong, but they're so small that they end up just being like, food.
Yeah, you just take a lot of damage if you can't defend them.
That's the only Cloudian we've seen though so far. That and the Smoke Ball, right?
Right.
Ends up banishing. I'm surprised they didn't make the Smoke Ball just to get their Christia going. They have a Christia in hand. It would have given them 2 fairies on the spot. Goes Alias, swings. Oh, on attack deck.
Oh,
But he
but he
has
has
2
double
honest.
honest. It doesn't matter.
That's actually insane. But he sees the Christia. Yeah, I'm actually even more surprised he didn't go for the Smoke Ball play immediately. Just because you have that Christia that is completely dead, and you have 2 Honest. If you just had the Smoke Ball, you have 4 names, assuming that you don't know like Chaos Sorcerer's coming out, right?
Right.
But that's so goofy.
So he puts one back. He
I
activates
like
the other one.
Yeah, Clouding player. I don't want to tell you how to do things, but it's just like I don't understand your play sometimes. It's like I want to know I want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious what the rest of his list is.
So you're just counting the fairies. There's no fairies, but there's a water. There's 1 fairy, honest, and then there's a hero, 2 waters. Goes Return from Different Dimension. Synchros into an
Makes
8.
an 8.
Makes sense. Thought Ruler Archfiend's pretty good here to help get some of your life back because you just spent half of it. You're at 22, but now you're gonna go all the way back up to 4,150. I like that we have like these 3 calculators, one of them not being used. Just
I didn't even realize that my microphone's covering the lower one.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and then just swings for 800 more. And unfortunately, the Vayu stays banished. Sets 1 and passes. Here's the other thing too about the Cloudian thing. Like, I just don't think you want to see the Smoke Ball. Like, if I draw Smoke Ball right now, I'd be pissed. You know, like.
Right.
Yeah, I don't see the synergy, to be fully honest. If there's only, the only fairies we've seen are Herald Honest and I guess the Cloudians, and I guess you have some grave manipulation. You have like some grave manipulation with Miracle Fusion, but other than that, I don't see I don't see it. You know. Yeah, ends up going to scoop phase. That was game one. Going to game two. That Christia stayed dead in his hand. Maybe this time we'll see a Christia come out. We have not seen Christia come out at all in this Cloudian deck.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna
just been a break lately.
Yeah, we're gonna see an android though. Again. Yay, more android shenanigans. Get that life up.
Similar
Vayu.
start to last game. He has Raikou again. Just gonna set that.
Oh, and they have the fissure in hand. Thoughts on fissure versus smashing round?
Um, I guess Fisher for the the ball, the consecrated. If he sides that in,
Oh, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Wow, I didn't even think about that. So I guess for like Vayu or players that are playing like dark decks, that makes total sense. Here comes Greffer sending Necro Gardener. And you already have Sirocco engraved, so you just gotta go Vayu. We saw last time the Vayu didn't get any value.
but he's going for it this time. Oh, but he
Ooh,
flips transmigration.
transmigration. Targets the Necro Gardener and the Vayu. That's rough, but you still have that fissure in hand to just cleanly out this android and swing for some damage potentially. You can also hold off on it if you don't feel like it matters that much, but yeah, choose to hold off. Yeah, because he had the burial in his hand, so like that Vayu play was gonna be huge, but super unfortunate that that happened. Ends up drawing the Necro Gardener.
Yeah, unfortunate he couldn't defend this Greffer. That would have been an awesome comeback play.
I'm surprised he did just fissure then. But I guess he knows that like the heroes, every hero can run over that Greffer. Fissure comes out. Here comes the Greffer. Greffer has no darks to pitch though. That burial is just super dead.
Oh man, and he drew the Vayu.
Yeah, that sucks.
Three calculators, and I don't know what life is, but sometimes I just like to hold the Greffer. Like if I can't defend it and I have nothing to pitch, like it's sometimes good to hold.
Yeah, especially when like what was the value there? You know that like almost every single card that you that the opponent has, like all the heroes and stuff can run over the Greffer. It's like why summon it until we have like some way to at least get some value out of it. We see a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror come out though. That's very rare in modern Edison. Dude, all 3D prisons.
Yeah, return would go hard here.
Has to pitch the. Is that a Gores or Dark Armed?
That's a Gores.
Okay, here comes the Alias. Bottomless Trap Hole comes out. Goes for the Miracle Fusion. Yikes, that's such a big booty. If he doesn't have a way to out this, is going to be a lot of damage.
Does he still have Necro, or did he use that already?
I think he still has Necro. I'm not sure if they attacked or anything,
it's
by
banished.
the way. Yeah, I'm not completely positive if they even attacked or anything, but here comes Necro Gardener, turning back 3 darks. Got the Heavy Storm. Do you have a Sirocco? Oh, you have to do Sirocco Pump just to deal with this? Oh, that never feels good. That's such a huge like neg.
Yeah, he's gonna be left with 1 card.
Oh, and
but
the
he has the
Herald.
Herald.
Oh my god. Still not enough names for Christie to be live. That Christie just always remains dead in his hand. Necrograna comes out. You're hoping maybe you see a Caius or Plague that can deal with this. You see neither. You're just gonna awkwardly set and pass. Oh man, and Honest can actually run over the Armed Wing. Gets the draw off Card Trooper. Draws a Deck Dev a little too late. The Deck Dev would have been really nice to deal with all this stuff. Sets 2 back row. Swings with for 25.
Yeah, Ab-Zero beat down.
Yeah, so far we're seeing every single Cloudian game has been pretty much like one through Ab Zero. It's cool though. Like having the ability to make Ab Zero and fairies is pretty nice. Fissure comes out, clears the Ab Zero, just to preserve life. Here comes the Cloudian. Not going to need to smoke ball. I wonder how many smoke balls he runs. Probably just one. Oh yeah, it's just one, and then you can summon the same. You can summon different ones in the grave. That's pretty cool. Here comes Diva. That's another way to convert your smoke balls as well, because now you can make like a black rose here if you really wanted to, and that'd put you down to 4 fairies. If you just black roses here, that's 4 fairies using the smoke ball. No, it wouldn't be 4 fairies because I'm sorry, the Herald and the Cloudian smoke ball, those are the ones he used earlier, so he only has 3 fairies. But it goes for Brio. I think he just might go for game here.
Yeah, if he's low enough, which I think he is, you just go for a game shot.
Pitches the Honest, which is probably televising a Christia.
He has the other Honest too.
Yeah, I think he just pitched both. He just pitched both Honests. Synchros into Mistworm. Doesn't have to sing. Oh, that's actually so good because now he has 4 names. Just drops Christia.
Oh,
he's gonna
but
crow though. DD crows the Honest preemptively. He's trying to hold out, but I think he still has another Honest in hand that he can just swing with, right?
Yeah, but I think he normal summoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's like not deep risen and it's like the only way he can deal with the Honest is like a Mirror Force, then it's gonna be kind of bad.
Yeah, we know it's a deck devi, right? Like, yeah, that's one of them.
Ooh, that's not good. He has the ability to now make a Vayu synchro. Armor Master comes out. He takes 25. But if he draws any light monster, you can swing over the Armor Master, pitch the Honest, then get Christie out. Or you just brain for game.
Brain control for game, yeah. Wait, is Necro? There's no Necro.
No. He already used it twice. Okay, wow, that was a long one. Going to game 3. Honestly, as long as if the Vayu player sees deck dev, it's like pretty much curtains, right?
Oh, and there it is in his hand, and Trap
and he's going first. Trap Dust Shoot and deck dev going first. I mean, does he have the ability to make anything? Not really. Sets the Vayu because he knows that if he can just he held the Dust Shoot. Wow. That's pro strat. I mean, when you're up against like a fairy deck with all these monsters, like it's actually okay to hold, like I think. But also look at that hand. If he just summoned the Cloudian guy, like they actually had no monsters. He's got Few though. Few's pretty annoying.
Yeah, but he has the Kaiku. But he could deep prison or Mirror Force, so still a lot of games to be played.
Yeah, you just send the smoke ball so you don't have to draw it ever, and now if you draw your Cloudian guy, you just summon out. Do you run Plasma in this? Because you have the ability to like spam out monsters. Like you get the Cloudian guy to summon out the smoke ball. That's 2 monsters. You can potentially, and Plasma's searchable. Like I don't know what the deck list is. You know.
I don't know. That might just be another brick.
I think he has Caius in hand and deck dev sets, so like he could just like Raikou pop, then you can Caius target a back row, and if it's anything chains to it, you can just then I think this is the play.
That's what he's going for. Yep.
And he just swings the other one. It's a deep prison. Deck dev comes out, but now it's 3 turns of deck dev coming in. Turn 1, it's a soul release. Any good mills? Not really. Kind of just an awkward soul release. He doesn't know that he actually low-key should use this Chaos Sorcerer immediately because he's gonna soul release your grave, man. Yeah, cool. So summons up the Chaos Sorcerer. Swings into the Mirror Force, which he knew that was there, just trying to bait it out. Summons out Kaiku. That's good in case he can't Top Deck Miracle Fusion now. He has to show you what it is. It's a Herald. Pitches the Herald because it's deck dev.
Soul Release and Brain.
But Brain comes out. There's no way to really convert this though, so it's just like an awkward Brain control. Yeah, its effect only works when you inflict damage, not when you attack, but he ends up soul releasing anyway, just to guarantee it. Okay. Oh, now he's banishing. I think he just banished. Yeah, the water and the hero. He mind controls. It's just a plague. That's just so awkward. And I think this is basically going to be game. I don't see you come back from this. This is why. This is the main reason why fairies are like gate kept in Edison format. They're gate
Yeah.
kept because of deck dev. As long as deck dev exists, that's why fairies are not the best deck. Yeah. And, oh man, he also had the oppression. Oh man, that's rough.